Hey guys, today one of the things I want to hit is something that was brought up the other day. It was a really good point, so I want to reiterate it. Basically, it's close as you go. One of the things that is hurting us in our labor is that the staff is not progressively closing. They're waiting until the end of their shift to start doing the chores. So when they should be gone at 7:30 or 8 o'clock, let's say 7:30. And at 7:30, you're like, okay, we're slow enough that I don't need this extra server. You ready to go? So now I need you to do X, Y, and Z. And now they go and they do X, Y, Z. It's taking too long to do those chores because many of them should have already been done while they were working. So as we slow down, a person is able to leave, not start their chores. Baskets should be caught up regularly. Teas and things should start being broken down into one batch and then into pitchers, and so that dishes can be taken to the back so that the dish person should never have a bunch of dishes, especially at closing time. They should so Burlington at 10 and everybody else at 9, at 10 till close, the dish person should be like, okay, I'm just waiting till we close because I have absolutely no dishes to wash. In fact, one of the things that I used to do is I would catch all the dishes, then I would drain out the sinks, I would clean the sinks, and then I would take a bucket and I would make a bucket in my dish sink and a bucket in my sanitizer sink. And I would do my dishes that way because I knew I only had 10 more dishes to wash. All I had was the very last tea urn. I had 2 spatulas. I had 1 fryer basket. I had done everything else. I could literally count the dishes I had to do. And I stood there and waited because you can't take them early. Everything else was done. And right now, I don't think we're in that mindset of how many things can we get done early. But some of the things we are doing, and this is important too, that we'll catch on in another video, but we're doing some things that shouldn't be done in place of some things that need to be done. And we'll hit that later. But what I really want you to get out of this video is making sure that your staff is constantly moving. At 6, 6:30, 7, it progressively starts to get slower, and so does your staff. They do less and less and less. At 5 o'clock, you come in, you got a cook comes in, he starts looking at the bread and he starts cutting it. You start prepping your meat. You start cooking the onions and peppers you need. You take out all the dishes and do all your change outs that you could possibly need. I don't mean change outs, I mean making sure that your clothes ready so your pans are full so that you never have a point at that night where you're taking 10 dishes back because you just now got around to it. These are the things, sweeping constantly throughout the night, not sweeping the whole floor all at once. I mean, I've even seen times where I'll get a towel and I'll clean up a little bit of a spill because I know it'll make it faster when I mop. All of these little things, keeping tables clean, cleaning under the salt and pepper shakers, filling salt and pepper shakers, filling your napkins. You should fill your napkins and your salt and pepper shakers all the time. When a person gets up, they should be full. Throughout the night, when you see them getting low, you're filling them up. You are not waiting till the end, and that's what I see. Ketchup bottles. I see one person standing there filling up all the ketchup bottles and marrying them all. Why do we have so many half-empty ketchup bottles in the first place? Every time a table gets up, you fill up that bottle. You should never have more than 6 ketchup bottles that you're ever marrying at any given time because you're cleaning as you go and you close as you go. The thing that's costing us a lot of money at night is how we're starting our chores too late. So be aware and alert of the people that you're working with, and are they getting things done soon enough? And every day you're going to push for a little bit sooner, and then you're going to start pushing for a little bit faster. The faster they do those things, the more they can do. The earlier they do those things, the more they can do. So there's a lot to be said here about making sure that people are getting their stuff done while they're working. Okay? Take that for what it is. I'll answer any questions that you have. Shoot me a message and let me know how it works.